Welcome to Kuma English Listening Hub. Today we have a fun and relaxing topic. We will talk about board games and why they are making a big comeback. Maybe you know classic games like chess, Monopoly, or Scrabble. But today, there are hundreds of new board games. Many people around the world are playing them again. In this episode, we will explore why board games are popular today, who plays them, and how they can even help your English. So, get comfortable, and let's start. First, what is a board game? A board game is a game you usually play on a table. You often have a board, some cards, pieces, or dice. You play with other people and you follow rules to try to win. Some games are simple and short. Other games are long and more complex. Some board games are competitive. This means you try to win against other players. Other games are cooperative. In these games, you work together with other people to win as a team. In the past, many families had one or two board games in their homes. They played them on weekends or on holidays. But then, computers, smartphones, and video games became very popular. Many people stopped playing board games. So, why are board games coming back now? One big reason is real social connection. When you play a board game, you sit at the same table with other people. You look at each other, talk, laugh, and share time together. Many people feel lonely today, even if they use social media every day. Online, we can send many messages, but sometimes we still feel alone. A board game night can change that. You can invite friends, family members, or classmates. You can meet in someone's home or in a special place like a board game cafe. For 2 or 3 hours, you are not looking at your phone. You are focused on the people in front of you and on the game. Many people say they feel more relaxed and happier after a board game night. They feel closer to other people. So, board games are not just about winning. They are also about being together. Another reason is stress relief. Modern life can be very stressful. We have work, school, homework, exams, and many responsibilities. Sometimes we think about problems all day. When you play a board game, your mind takes a break from daily problems. You think about the game rules, your next move, or how to help your team. You laugh when something funny happens. You feel excited when you are close to winning. For a short time, you are in a different world. This can help reduce stress. Some people say that playing a board game is like a mini vacation for the brain. You do not need to travel, you just need a game. And some people, also, board games can be very interesting. There are many different themes. You can play a game about building a city. You can explore a fantasy world with dragons and magic. You can travel through history as a famous explorer. You can even run a restaurant, a farm, or a train company. Each game tells a small story. When you open the box, it is like opening a new adventure. This is exciting for many players. Now, let's talk about who plays board games today. The answer is many different people. Children still play simple games with their parents. Families choose games that are easy to learn and not too long. For example, they play games that take 20 or 30 minutes. Young adults also love board games. Some of them grew up with video games. Now they want to spend more time offline. They invite friends for a game night at home, they bring snacks and drinks, and they play several games. There are also many adult board gamers. Some of them collect games. They have big shelves full of colorful boxes. They enjoy learning new rules and new strategies. In some cities, there are clubs where people meet to play every week. Board games are not only for nerds or geeks anymore. They are becoming a normal and popular hobby. You might ask, where do people play these games? Of course, many people play at home. But there is also a new type of place called a board game cafe. A board game cafe is a cafe where you can order drinks and snacks. You also have access to a large library of games. Sometimes there are hundreds of games on the shelves. You pay a small fee to play, you can choose any game, and sometimes the staff help you learn it. Board game cafes are great places to meet new people. If you go alone, you can often join other players. If you go with friends, you can discover a new game together. These cafes are popular in many countries now. They often have a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. Next, let's talk about different types of board games. There are classic games. These are games that many people know, like chess or checkers. They are usually simple to learn but hard to master. Then there are party games. Party games are fast, easy, and usually very funny. They are great for large groups. Often, they do not need much strategy. The goal is to have fun and to laugh. There are also strategy games. These games need more thinking. You plan your moves carefully. You choose between different options. You think about what other players might do. These games can be longer, maybe 1 or 2 hours. Some people really enjoy this mental challenge. There are also cooperative games. In these games, you do not fight against each other. Instead, all players work together. Maybe you are a team of firefighters. Maybe you are a group of scientists stopping a disease. If you all work well together, you win. If you fail, you all lose. Cooperative games can teach good communication and teamwork. Now, let's look at how board games can help with learning. Board games can help both children and adults develop skills. They can help with math. You count points, move spaces, or add numbers on dice. They can help with problem solving. You look at a situation and ask, what is the best move now? They can improve memory. You remember cards, symbols, or other players' actions. Board games can also support social skills. You learn to wait for your turn. You practice sharing. You learn to be a good winner and a good loser. You practice speaking clearly to explain your ideas. For language learners, board games can be very useful. Many games use simple language on the cards or the board. You can learn new words in a natural way. You repeat phrases like, "It is your turn, can you pass the dice?" or "I think this is a better move." You listen to other players, you answer questions, and give your opinion. If you play in English, you practice speaking and listening while having fun. Some English teachers now use board games in the classroom. They choose games with easy rules and short turns. Students talk to each other in English while playing. This can be less stressful than a normal speaking test. Students are busy with the game, so they forget to be shy. You might think, but board games are expensive. It is true that some modern games cost a lot of money. However, you do not need to buy many games. You can start with 1 or 2 games that your group really likes. If you choose a good game, you can play it many times. You can also share games with friends. Maybe each friend buys a different game. Then you can meet and play all of them. Some libraries lend board games, just like books. Board game cafés are also a cheap way to try many games. You pay a little money and can test different games before you decide to buy one. Another interesting point is that many board games are now created by small designers. In the past, only big companies made games. Today, small teams or even one person can design a board game. Sometimes they use websites where people can support their project with money. If many people like the idea, the game can be printed and sold. This means there are many creative and unique games now. You can find games about many cultures, countries, and stories. Some games try to teach history. Others talk about real problems, like protecting animals or managing limited resources. So, board games can also make us think about the world. Of course, nothing is perfect. Board games also have some challenges. Sometimes, the rules can be difficult to understand. It can take time to learn a new game. If one person always explains the rules, they might feel tired. Also, not everyone likes competitive games. Some people feel bad when they lose. For this reason, cooperative games and simple party games are a good option. Everyone can relax and enjoy the time together. Another challenge is time. Many people are busy. It can be hard to find 2 or 3 hours for a long game. But remember, there are also many short games. Some take only 10 or 15 minutes. You can play them during a break or after dinner. Now, let's imagine that you want to start with board games. What can you do? First, think about who you want to play with. Is it your family, your classmates, or your colleagues from work? How many people are in your group? Do they prefer fast and funny games? Or do they enjoy thinking and planning? Next, you can search online for board games that are good for beginners. Look for games that are easy to learn and not too long. Read reviews. or watch short videos that explain how the game works. You can also ask at a board game cafe or a game shop. The staff can recommend good games for your level and your group. Then, choose a time and place. Turn off your phone or put it away. Prepare some snacks and drinks. Explain the rules slowly. The first game is usually a practice game. Do not worry about mistakes. Just enjoy the process. After you finish, you can talk about the game. Did you like it? Was it too long or too short? Would you like to play again? Finally, let's connect this topic back to your English. If you are listening to this podcast, you are already practicing your listening skills. You can continue practicing with board games. Here are a few ideas. You can buy or borrow a simple card or board game in English. Try to read the rules in English first. Then, explain the rules to your friends. This will help your reading and speaking. You can also write your own simple game. It does not need to be perfect. Use small pieces of paper as cards. Write questions in English. For example, you can make a game where you answer personal questions, like what is your favorite food or what did you do last weekend? Then, play with your classmates. You will learn more about each other and practice English at the same time. You can even join online communities of board game fans. Many of them talk about their favorite games in English. You can read their comments or watch videos where people explain the rules. This is a fun way to read and listen more. Let's review what we talked about today. We learned that board games are making a big comeback. People enjoy them because they create real social connection. They help us relax and reduce stress. There are many types of games, from simple party games to complex strategy games. Board games can help with skills like math, problem solving, memory, and social interaction. They can also help you practice English in a fun and natural way. You can play at home, in a board game cafe, or even at school. Starting is not difficult. You just need one game and some people who are ready to play. Thank you for listening to Kuma English Listening Hub. I hope this episode gave you new ideas and maybe inspired you to try a board game in English. If you enjoyed this listening practice, you can listen again and try to catch more details. You can also shadow the audio. This means you listen and speak at the same time to copy the pronunciation and rhythm. Keep practicing, keep playing, and keep learning. See you in the next episode.